I haven't tried it out, but I can test out to see if it actually works once I'm on the live. But I think, you know, I've been a little tired. It's a lot of work trying to put these lives together and going on other platforms. So I'm trying to get everything together in regards to putting projects and manifesting ideas. I thought it was important to bring up the fact that Tyla was in the Victoria's Secret fashion show. I know there's another South African model that was doing Victoria's Secret modeling for Victoria's Secret from South Africa originally, so it's nothing new that a South African is doing it, but it is interesting that the next generation of musicians are now creating that the hype and the vibe of what's going on right now in South Africa, which is great. I'm not there at the moment. I'm living in the United States. I just figured it was important to I think it was important to kind of discuss that. I myself do fashion. This is one of the pieces I recently made. I'm planning on making a whole outfit from it, but I can't say that it might take me a while. So I knit. And in South Africa, I was known for doing fashion and putting clothing in boutiques besides the music. So I've always had both together. I've never necessarily done um, both apart. So, it's kind of good that something like the Victoria's Secret thing has been a uh, a subject. I think it's like a big discussion right now of what's going on. I'm not young. Back in the day when I was young, yeah, that was a little bit more interesting. But sometimes, yeah, things happen. Anyway, so I just wanted to get on today just to brief everybody that we will be having consecutive interviews with people from South Africa or people within the United States that might have been living or who are originally from South Africa as well. So that will be how it's going to manifest in the next couple of weeks. I know tomorrow we have an interview from somebody in Joburg. Welcome in. I know that and you're welcome to if it's I have the link if you're interested in joining me on the live together. I don't know whoever's here. I just thought it was important for me to talk before getting people on the screen. If there is somebody that's interested in doing that, just bringing up the subject of South Africa. How are you doing? Hi. How are you? I hope everybody's doing well today. Wow, lots of people. Yeah, no, I've been going live, not every day. I have so many other platforms that I'm also dealing with that it's a little hard to maintain all the platforms and then try to just focus on one. I was just bringing up the fact that Tyla was doing the modeling, a little bit of the modeling, and some music on the uh, the Victoria's Secret fashion show, and the subject of discussion is obviously South Africa seems to be back in the circuit, which is good. Oh, I'm doing okay, thank you, thank you. Yeah. So I'm just having a brief discussion. I have been involving a lot of people from South Africa. It seems to be a good time to actually be involved with people overseas right now. So I like to keep it around this time to be on. That's fine. I'm glad that you're thank you for popping over. I hear that some people are, finding me through their shorts. I don't know how it's happening, but I think I'm going with the flow, and I realize that the lives seem to be a good place to start a conversation. The past couple of days, I have been, yesterday I wasn't on the live. I had been recording and producing stuff live with a few people on the shows. I'm just a little tired today. I will do probably a little bit of music, but I thought it was important to just bring up the fashion side because Victoria's Secret is on, or it was on the past few days. I do fashion as well. This is something I made. So in South Africa, I was known as a designer who was putting stuff in boutiques and making my own stuff. And I had my own little like projects and stuff and nonprofit organization. And now that I'm back in the States, I find that people are more interested in the music, so I'm back doing the music as well, which is what this channel is, kind of like a combination of things. View message, let's see what this is. Out for you. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. I hope you guys realize that the way you behave is how it perceives on YouTube, and there are some people that say pretty unusual and very odd things on here on occasion. So I have to be. This is what I make. I make these things. I have a whole bunch of garments that I've made in the past. I decided the gloves. I could probably make the gloves, but I did not. These are Gucci gloves. I just like to wear the gloves sometimes, not all the time. But I knitted this, and I just wanted to briefly talk about just a general idea of the fashion today. I am going to do a little bit of the music production. Just just thought it was important to just have a snippet of the fashion because I don't think I ever get into the fashion side. I do Poshmark. Um, I have like my own little business in regards to the fashion side of things. So, what was I doing? I was doing Poshmark. Speaking of Poshmark, I have been behind on my Poshmark, I have to say. So I'm having to kind of jump between two platforms right now to get this together. Yeah, I think there are some very peculiar comments. Yes, I don't make the gloves, I make this, so I'll take this off. This is what I make, but these are going to be for gloves to cover over like sexy gloves. So this is what I make. I make the knitted side of things with the beads. And then I have jackets and stuff that I'll show you the other things that I've made too. Hold on. Oops. Oh gosh. Lots of things going on here. Everything's knotted. Um, but I have made dresses out of the knit. Oops. My clothing stuff is on the other side. So I make jackets. I've made stuff. I mean, I studied at a fashion university besides music and stuff. So I've dabbled with a few different things. It's not just music in my life. It's a combination. You cannot survive off of just doing music. I mean, I just think that sometimes that's. Hi, how are you? Thank you. I mean, it's not, you know that it's not real hair, but I like it because it's so bright. So I made this jacket. These are things that I've made. I designed the pattern and I made the jacket. So technically, if I were to produce stuff, it would be slightly unusual, you know. So that's what I'm dealing with. Thank you so much for liking my hair. Yeah, I make things myself. I'm a little bit older. I'm not 25. I'm not 16. I'm not 19. I'll be 45 next month. So I've had many years of life experience, I guess. So that's basically, yeah. So I have life experience. So when you hit like 30 to 40, your life experience changes and many things happen in your life. And I find that fashion should be something. I mean, if you think about traveling, fashion should be part of your concept in business, right? Because business, I think clothing is a very lucrative business if done correctly. And then this is a piece that I made a while ago. I haven't so it's a one-sided dress, but I knitted the whole thing. So it goes over your shoulder. I don't know if I can put it on. Maybe I could put it on. Hold on, let me test it out. Let me see if I can put it over this. Give me 2 seconds and then you guys can see what it looks like on. So yeah. And I guess it could be like a sweater, right? But it shouldn't technically be worn like it should. I don't think it should technically be worn like this. I think you need to put like a proper lining underneath it, but it's totally knitted. Totally knitted. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because obviously we had the Victoria's Secret fashion show, and I was like, okay, well, we need to talk about South Africa. And that's why I'm doing it right now. So this is something else I made. It is technically in my store, but I do want to show that it's not just small pieces like I just made recently. It's actually larger pieces, but they take far longer, much longer to make, to produce larger things like this than it does to make stuff like this. And then, of course, most people are more into the music because it's more fun. But, as you get older, you realize music is not just the only thing in life. You have life and experience, and I've done my master's, and I've done my bachelor's, and many, many years of work. So, yeah, I mean, if you're younger on here, then, maybe probably good to listen to people who have had experience through various jobs. I even worked in the US Embassy at one point. So I've had many, many jobs. I feel like I've sort of retired from the normal job. I'm gonna just take this off quickly. Okay. And now that I've talked about the fashion, I'm gonna get back into the music. But I thought it was important. If you don't know me, my channel is mainly to do with music. But at the top, it does say music, art, and fashion. So that should just give you a general idea that I do art, music, and fashion, not just music. Which is probably good because then you learn. It's actually a learning channel. It's not like a social channel, but it looks like it's turned into more of a social channel. It's so weird. Oops. It's so weird how this is turning out. Okay, hold on. I need to take this off. And then we're going to get back into the music in a few moments. Okay. Put my little leather piece on over here. Well, not leather piece, but yeah. So if you guys are just joining me, I mean, I've heard that a lot of people, when they do lives, are just driving in cars, which is absolutely weird. But I don't know. I think a lot of people, I think if it's done properly, this should be used for promotion and marketing, just like it is on TikTok. That's just my personal opinion. Hold on. Okay. So now we're going to get into something a little bit more interesting, which is the music side. So there's my music equipment. Let me just see if I can pull this around. Okay, so now we're going to switch over to the music. The other day we were working on some tracks. So today I think we'll just continue working on the tracks that I was working on the other day with some people, just to get some work done, because I do feel like it's sort of important to kind of be consistent on whatever it is you're trying to do. So that's what I'm doing right now. And it was kind of fun working with people on the lives. So I was getting ideas from people, and then what was going on is that I used the concepts from the lives. So I would watch what was going on the screen, and we'd kind of develop a song together or a track together. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to continue with the tracks that were already worked on in a group and then build it up a little bit more. We'll see what happens today. I don't know. But I think it's fun to see the process. But on most occasions, it's important to understand the music side, or else you can't get involved, right? That's the key with production. Is if you understand music production, then okay, yeah, give me like some suggestions. Just don't give it to me if you don't know what you're talking about and say stupid things. Like people have said really stupid things. I'm like, no, that's like not how it works. Okay, let me just put that there. Okay. So where is everybody from? Let me put this on quickly. And tomorrow I'm supposed to have an interview with a South African. So around the same time, if you guys want to learn a little bit about South Africa, we're going to have a conversation from the United States and South Africa, because it's not just a topic, it's something I think that was lacking in discussion for many, many years until recently. So why is this all okay? That was weird. That was really weird. Okay. I guess it's probably I pulled it out, so I don't know. But yeah, that's better. Okay, it's okay, so the chords that we were working on the other day, let me just go back to the chords so I can figure out what we're doing here. And then I will probably, maybe I just continue with this chord structure today. So this was the other day. We were writing down progressions, and then I had to write my notes in because I was like, I can't remember what we're going to do here. So this is how we did it. So let's see what we have here. I might have to take my gloves off. Now I'm going to have to take my gloves off. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Let me just play the other piece. I just want to go back into this. There are a couple of notes that were a little messy. So it's not just about fun, guys. I try to get people involved in this live. It's not like, it should be more educational than just social. Social is good, but I was an educator, so I used to teach music and art and all of these things that I'm like a multitasker. Don't forget, this is Gen X. I'm a Gen X. Gen X means from 1960 something, is it 1960? 1960 something to I think probably 1969, 1968 to 1979 or 1980. So I'm 1979. Okay, I'm an old lady. Like, don't look at me as a young person, because I look at things as a little bit more of a mature person. And when I'm working with stuff, like, I want people to have respect as you would an older person. Yes. Misbehaving does not work in this space. I tend to block. Okay. What we should do is go back to one of my older pieces. I need to readjust this. So I'm probably gonna just notch that out. Somehow it did not work there. Okay, so let's do that again. Okay. Take the gloves off since I'm gonna work on it. Hi, welcome in. Yes. There's lots to do with this. Okay, so let me go back to this. This was gonna be on another piece. Let me do. Okay, and then there was another piece we started, which was, let's see, where is it now? Oh, sherbets. Let me just save this. Hold on, before I do anything. File, save. Always save the tracks. I added all the pieces. Now we're going into developing something with another person. Open, recent. Control, was it control team? Growth. God, gosh, I don't remember what it was called. I wonder if it was called this. I don't remember. Let's see. Okay. Let me see what this was. Is that it? Oh. Yeah, I think we can work with that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm working on a track I had worked with some people. They're probably not here at the moment, which is fine. Everybody has things to do on a Friday. So I produce music as well. What you're hearing is a loop that I created. Yeah, I use GarageBand for this. Okay, so I don't know if anybody's musically related on here. If you are, feel free to talk to me about music. The parts that you're listening to, I had to rewrite to transfer or transpose them into other. So I do music, okay? I don't just do fashion, I do music as well. I used to teach it, okay? So I teach people how to read and write music, besides learning to play by ear and then to learn to produce. I do multiple things, okay? So if you don't know my channel, that's what I do. So you're popping in to see something I generally put together more or less during the week. Different projects happen. That's what I do. And I'm practicing right now. Oh gosh, again. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh gee. Okay, so this needs to be, let me just over again, and then we're gonna do this. I'll put it in repeat so I can practice. So what you're hearing right now is me practicing the chords over the beat that we're gonna possibly use for this. It is not a completed track, obviously. The other one that I was doing is far more completed. If you want to watch the other like live where I was producing the track, I think it's 3 lives prior to this. So you can go back and watch how I put it together. It's kind of interesting. It seemed to be a pretty cool live. Yeah. So I don't sing. I don't claim to be a singer, but I've always had a thing for production. Producers don't always have to sing. However, there are producers that are fantastic singers. It's just nothing that was in my vocabulary, even though I had taught basic structured vocals, it's just not it's just not something I was not that interested in singing, so I don't sing. I had other interests. Oh gosh. Why does that sound weird? Okay, I'm not really. This is what I play. It's a bit slow for what I usually do. So this is for a track that I'm busy working on. So this is not, don't ask me for karaoke because I'm not going to do it. It's not what this live is about, okay? Okay, so I'm going to try to record that. Let me go to this and adjust the sound because I don't like that. Let me start with the piano. Piano. Okay, let's see what we can do here. I don't know. I need to just, and then we're going to add layers, right? Oops. Okay, so we're just going to do do one part. So what we're going to do is record. All I needed was a little bit of practice. So we're going to record this. Let's test it out. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to just make that a loop. Let's hear it. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to edit that and then repeat. Yeah, so we're going to copy and paste. I mean, I could technically, but now we have to adjust this. I don't know if it comes in correctly. Let's see. Almost. It's like a milli. I don't know. Why is this not? This is going to be rough. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's here watching this. Okay, I think that's okay. Let's do that again. So we're going to copy and paste again. Copy and paste. We're going to do this for a couple of times. Paste. So I just created my own loop. That is technically what this is called. We're going to add another section to it. This is in, what did we say it was? Yeah, so it's actually, it's in B flat major. You can hear when you're doing something after you feel more comfortable with it, what key signature it's going to be in. That's B flat major. Paste. We're going to have to see if this works out. I don't know. It could be offbeat. Oh, let's see. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. Now let's go back to here. Okay, so we're going to test that out. We're going to try another one. We're putting that on mute. We're going to just keep playing. Now I know where the notes are, so we're going to just keep going with that. Then we're going to record. Yeah. Okay, so then we're going to just do this. Let's hope that I got this together. Okay. Copy, paste. It probably doesn't need to be the entire thing. Yeah, so it's literally a milli. Oh, no. Wait. That's not working as well. No. Oh, wait a minute. No. So it has to be. Let's try that again. I don't know. I have to think about that. Who else is here? I'm just casually doing this. I'm just testing out the waters today. It's a random day for me to do this. But I wanted to get it done. It just doesn't seem, it's actually harder when somebody else comes up with the chord progression. Okay, let's try that again. We're going to do track new. Oh my goodness. I think I just need to play it all the way through, honestly, or else it ain't gonna work. It's not going to work. Can I hear it through here? Let me just see. Yeah. Okay, so now we got that practiced, and we're going to start over again. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, let's hear it. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, finally go. You see the time quickly? Just doing a little bit of, I had to practice a little bit, just add this to a piece so that it's done. I had to practice it the other day. Now I just added it on. Okay, so I'm not going to stay on too long, I guess. Just, I think I needed to get that done, but to prove that I could do it. I wonder if we should add chords to that, just like the same way I did that. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, we can cancel that and delete this. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna add that part. We're gonna make them chords now. Okay, so now we're gonna go. Oh no! It recorded over that. Dang it. Undo history. Yeah, undo. Okay. I don't know why it was on there. Should not have been on there. Let's just double check it's all there still. Yeah. Okay, so now we have to do that over again. not mute. Let's do that there. Okay, let's try that again because I recorded on the wrong part. Okay, so then we can just, yeah, that's good, perfect. See the ending? Yeah. So, interesting. Yeah. So that's how I come up with things, guys. I don't like it takes time. I think people think that a song is produced. I don't know how they think people produce songs, but the production of songs requires a little bit of a different brain to make happen, but practice is part of it. Understanding theory is another part, because if you're going to communicate with people, you have to understand a little bit. So this came from another person who was on the live the other day. He has his own channel. He's actually a really great producer. And he gave me instructions to try some chord progressions, which we transposed. So once I transposed, I then needed to readjust it, okay, into the transposed version, which is what you're hearing here. So what I've done is, if people have, a little bit of skills and understanding in production, then I gladly invite them to come up with ideas with me, and then I build it together with them through the lives. So the process takes time. It doesn't just happen overnight. I wish it did, but I have 42 years under my belt in music. So, 42 years is 42 years. That's what it is. I don't know. I know it's B flat major. I don't know. I don't know. Writer's block right now. Okay, so we're going to just save this for now, because maybe people have other suggestions later, but I think we have 2 tracks that we're busy working on, which is cool. 2 different ideas, 2 different concepts. 4 o'clock, okay, so I'm going to get off in the meantime. I think I have to continue with my Poshmark and doing some other things. But if you guys are interested in this kind of stuff, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're going to do lots of great interviews with people from around the world, starting with South Africa, because I'm half South African. My mom is mixed South African, just like Tyla's background. I'm sort of like that, except my dad's Jewish American, yada, yada, yada. I think she's paving the way for the next generation. We were speaking the other day that there were many more musicians from South Africa who were successful, famous, and recognized around the world besides Tyla before her time. So there was like a lot of famous musicians coming out of South Africa. This just happens to be a new generation that might not necessarily know that South Africa has history with successful outcomes in their music globally. So I discussed a little bit about that. We're going to discuss some more on the lives with South African producers coming up next week. So if you guys are interested to hear what South Africa has to offer, we might have a little bit of a performance with my South African producer friend in South Africa. We're going to go live together and we're going to see what happens. And then maybe have a discussion on the artists that have come out of South Africa besides and before Tyla. So there you have it. So that's what we're doing. We're giving a little bit of a global education on here, besides a little bit of music ideas, and speaking to other people from South Africa too, who might be in the United States. So we're going to have a whole bunch of cool things that are happening. Come join us. We don't know exactly the exact days, but it will be happening soon. And I will see you guys in, oh yeah, tomorrow we're doing the first interview from South Africa. So come join us, same time. And we're going to be here having a discussion on Johannesburg, which is where my family is. I have some in Cape Town and then some in Joburg. So that's where we are. Okay, folks, have a good one. I just managed to get a little clip for today. And I'll speak to you guys in the next one. Bye.